Hey guys, and welcome to another reaction video. Shut up! Sorry. And today I'm reacting to... I have the wrong video up. I almost reacted to animations. That comes later. Today I'm reacting to, if I am not mistaken, the next review by Silver-Quill. Yes. After already takes Manhattan comes, I completely forgot. Well, I kind of prepared to react to something totally different, but only now noticed that, no, that comes later. Great, now I have to look up what's next. I'm gonna leave that in, I don't care. Great. Season 4, after already. Pinkie apple pie. Do I have Pinkie apple pie? I do. Good. Okay, Pinkie apple pie. That is the episode where we find out that Pinkie may or may not a real distant cousin to Applejack, right? I'm not mistaking these two episodes, am I? Yes, I totally... No, I'm not. Okay. Yeah. A pretty okay video. Yeah, video episode. I like it. Not too amazing, but what it did have, which makes it memorable, it had a really great song. There was a really, really good song. And yeah, that makes it quite a bit more memorable than it would have been without, at least to me, maybe. Without the episode, it's still good and pretty funny, but yeah, I don't know what really to say to this. So I guess let's just see what he thinks about it. I like it, and that's really everything I can say. So yeah, let's get this started, I guess. In 3, 2, 1, click.
The scariest cave in Equestria, and it's not in the Everfree Forest? How bad could it be? I've seen worse. Oh, please. Rarity was scarier in Over a Barrel.
Oh yeah, that slender pony in the background, I remember that. Not sure if that remix is making the song any better.
Applejack. January
I really
seems
don't.
like a big month for these two. We've got the first issue of the Friends Forever series starring them in a baking contest, and here we have them wondering whether or not they're related. We start off with Twilight going through scrolls. I'm sure she's studying up on equestrian law or treaties or some other topic that will serve her new role as princess.
Just some genealogical research.
Why won't you let me dream? And there's Pinkie doing what she does best, startling and confusing everybody.
Yeah.
Yourself! But that doesn't answer my question, silly.
I kid. Pinkie is extroversion condensed into a cute pony. It doesn't matter what's going on. She wants to be a part of it without any judgment or hesitation. So when Spike explains the meaning behind genealogy, Pinkie immediately sets to it with an unexpected result.
Did it? My sister and my nephew.
Look on Applejack. It's like she's suddenly reevaluating her gene pool. So yeah, Pinkie may be related
pretty
to
loud.
The apples certainly seem excited.
I have another sister! I have another sister!
I believe my nephew's crying.
The 2014 new sister model takes everything great about the previous version and amps it up to 11. Enjoy the old model's prehensile tail? The 2014 edition comes with dual-use main, convenient storage, and a thrill attachment. Emotional reactions too subtle? The 2014 sister dials the drama up to unbelievable levels. It also features physics-breaking powers and instant
I guess this
compatibility
one is
with
gonna
any
feature my nephew.
Available at your nearest Plot Point store. Model may become unhinged.
Yeah.
At
He has
first,
no idea what
I
I'm
wasn't
saying.
sure why this was a big deal since Pinkie and the others are already considered honorary family members.
It's not a chicken.
Then I remembered Pinkie's desire to be part of anything and everything. I think it's very in character for Pinkie to be excited about having a new set of blood relatives. Applejack plays up the strengths of the Apple family, which turns out to be an important scene as it sets up how the apples will play off one another for the rest of the episode. And when it turns out that the scroll is smudged,
I've just noticed he's looking
they decide
in
to
the
visit
camera
extended
really
family and
tired.
confirm their newest relation. Applejack wants her kin to put on the best possible
why
face
not?
for the Apple family. Naturally, she invokes the ancient demons of reverse psychology. And I'm really glad to have the chance to see the apples as a less than perfect family. Not because I dislike them, I'm a big fan of all 4 members. And Brayburn, and Babs. Yeah, sure.
Apple bumpkin.
Yeah.
Red gallon. Red
Caramel
apple.
Yes, okay, will you just...
Baked apples, apple brioche, apple cinnamon crisp.
Does anyone in your family take cold showers? Yet this show drew me in by presenting characters
not
with
a
both
chicken.
strengths and flaws. Perfection is boring. Getting to see the flaws in a family dynamic feels very realistic. And having the apples at odds gives us a chance to see sides of Granny Smith and Big Macintosh that we haven't seen before. Okay, it's not huge in emotional depth, but I'm glad for characterization wherever I can find it. It's true that Big Macintosh got mad in Ponyville Confidential, yet that was an extreme case in reaction to having his privacy violated. Here is a sense of annoyance at Applejack being overbearing. This episode also catches us up with the teaser shown at the San Diego Comic Con. When I heard the song, I kept wondering why it sounded off. Then I realized no one was clapping. And it's a fun song, a nice intro to the family for new fans, and a good beat for longtime viewers. I've listened to it a few times.
Now playing Apples to the Core for the 306th time.
The humor throughout the journey is
My
pretty
sisters are
one-note,
peeking
at
in
least
my
on the
way.
Apple family's side. An apple screws up, the family almost quarrels in front of Pinkie, and 4 smiles all around.
It's not a
The
chicken.
positive to each event is we see how each Apple family member's qualities serve as both a strength and a weakness. Yes, Big Mac is strong, yet that means he can underestimate the fragility of what's around him. Apple Bloom is fun and energetic, and sometimes that makes her clumsy.
Nee,
Granny has the
dat
experience and
ook
know-how of a
wel.
long life, which makes it hard for her to admit that she may be ignorant or simply forgotten. And then there's Applejack. Up until now, her chief flaw has always been stubbornness. That's certainly on display here, yet I think it factors into a larger part of her character. Applejack is used to running the Apple family and taking the responsibility that comes with it. It's an admirable trait, yet occurs back on her as she has trouble letting go and keeps pointing out others' mistakes.
All you had to do was bring it to me.
Well, that
no
was random.
Singing, no dancing, no games.
Sorry about
I'll
that.
get over.
That's what makes these characters so enjoyable. Their strengths are linked to their weaknesses, so they can't just
Yep,
overcome
I
their
missed,
quirks
like,
in one episode. Now, what about
70%
Pinkie? In a
of what
way,
he
she's
said,
a framing
but-
device to get the apples on this journey. That doesn't mean she doesn't get to shine in this episode as well. Some jokes I found very funny, others felt forced. And humor is so subjective that it's hard to offer hard and fast rules on what works. As some fellow fans pointed out, her freakout over Flutterbat doesn't match up with her giggle at the ghosties philosophy, and yet she's able to go through the scariest cave in Equestria without batting an eye. I admit, I can't give a reason for why some things freak her out and some things leave her unfazed. Generally, I just ask myself whether I find Pinkie's jokes funny or not. And usually I find that her funniest jokes are when she's interacting with her surroundings, albeit through her own unique perspective. She certainly seems upbeat after their long journey, and... wait, what is that? Is that a Slender pony? Seriously, a Slender reference in a little kid's cartoon?
Sure,
Okay,
why not?
I'm gonna point to this the next time someone argues that this show isn't supposed to be viewed by... Huh. My ego is soaring, yet I feel strangely disappointed. Anyway, we're introduced to Golden Delicious,
What?
a crazy cat lady
Yeah,
living
sure,
in the
why
middle
not?
of nowhere. Behold Rarity, what might have been. Though many have pointed out that she could be an older version of Pinkie. The Jenga stack, her curly mane, her interest in other ponies and remembering their lives, she is very much like Pinkie. So she might be a distant relative,
Guess.
or maybe there's one in every family. Heck, if anything, it's here
One
at the end that
Pinkie in every
Pie is at
family.
her best. No longer a joke factory, she helps the apples see how close they're bonded, because even after the worst family trip in history, they're still together. The theme carries forward as Applejack confirms that, blood ties or no, Pinkie Pie is as close to them as family. So as they ride back to provide a fresh journal entry, the apples know that the ties that bind can survive anything, from waterfalls to monster-filled caves to natural disagreements. And the weirdest thing about this episode? No teaser at the end. No shadow ponies who might be red herrings, no rainbow thread that might reappear in the future, no fangs that just leave the audience confused. In a season that's put a lot of emphasis on continuity, it was nice to watch a self-contained episode. It reminded me of why I got into this show in the first place. We got to flesh out the Apple family dynamic, and Pinkie enjoyed great moments of comedy and insight. Some of the humor began to run stale, but I think they ended the journey at just the right time. Though I doubt this story will come up again.
Yeah, at the
I think
end,
it's reversal
they're just going back.
Pinkie is in good with the apples, but how would an upbeat character like Applejack react to meeting a much more conservative family like the Pies? And hey, if we really want to make sure
go
Pinkie Pie's
that
an apple,
bad,
there's
I
always one
mean.
solution. You know,
I don't
I'm starting
ship
to think
it.
he doesn't like me randomly shipping him.
No. I don't either, honestly. I don't know why, but there are a few Big Mac ships containing Big Mac that I really like. I don't know why. You don't know why.
No. You know what I want to hear. That's the stuff. I'm Silver-Quill. Thanks for watching.
That's a better remix than the first one. It would be extremely funny if they were just the same remix. Possible. But if so, then this was definitely a much stronger part of the remix than the other one. The other one seemed kind of a little bit weird. Not bad, but it didn't really make the song any better. So, yeah. Kind of a random episode. Apparently my nephew really wanted to see me. Yeah, he does that sometimes. So I hope you don't mind. I missed like the most of what he said in the first part of this video, but I did get some stuff. I know that he really likes the song, just like I do, rightfully so. It's a great song. One thing about Goldie Delicious that I never noticed. Sure, it was pretty obvious what they were kind of hinting at when she took that book from that bottom of that giant book pile, just like Pinkie did with the scrolls at the beginning of the episode. But I never made a connection between her mane, which could have been just, you know, a coincidence. But I also never made the connection about how strong she feels about, like, how much she cares about other ponies' past. Seriously. And I'm back. Yeah, sorry, that was my mother calling. Unfortunately, now I don't remember where I left off. So yeah, it's true. Goldie Delicious has a couple of, if you think about it that way, maybe a couple of similarities with Pinkie. Maybe they're related. I mean, this whole thing was just. I mean, the whole episode was kind of, yeah, maybe they're related, maybe not. We're not gonna tell you. So, you know, it makes sense that they put some obvious and maybe some more subtle things in there to suggest it, but never give you the real answer. I mean, I don't think we'll ever get a real answer. Maybe we will one day, but it's probably quite a bit of it. Probably not. Simply because, you know, this could be used for multiple things in the future. It has been reused in one episode, and you know, kind of one of those, you have to decide for yourself things. Decide for yourself. Whatever you like more, it's just weird. It's kind of headcanon-y, but you know what I mean? Just they give the fans the opportunity to just decide themselves what they want to believe in. And I mean, something like that has the potential to spawn some great fan work based on it. Animations, fan fictions, whatever. So I don't mind that at all. I like that we don't get a clear answer. It doesn't matter that much anyway. I mean, they were pretty close friends before, I would say, so them being family as well wouldn't really change much. Especially if you're seeing at how distant the relation is. I mean, they're so far away. If they really wanted, they could get married. So doesn't really matter, I guess. I still think it's nice. Yeah, I don't really know what else to say, partially because I also don't remember what I've already seen, and I don't want to repeat myself too often. He seems to have liked it. I think, from what I caught of this video, he quite liked the episode, and I can agree with that. Again, sorry for this episode being kind of weird, but I think it's better to uploading it like this, where at least you have somewhat of a reaction, like parts of a reaction, than not uploading it at all and just skipping it. I mean, it wasn't that bad, I guess. So, yeah. If you didn't like this, then I'm sorry. I try to not make a habit of this. I don't want this happening too often. But yeah, my sister is also my neighbor, and she comes off rather often. I will try to keep my nephew out of my room when I'm recording. But yeah, like I said, I'm hoping it won't happen too often again in the future. So I hope I've said enough. I've said quite some things, but like I hope I didn't forget anything really important that I definitely wanted to talk about. I can't remember anymore because this cut was quite long for me. So, and I still have to record something else. Whatever. So yeah, I'm gonna end the video right here. Say I hope you guys like this little commentary, and I'll see you next time. Bye.